This is Remix Report with your hosts, DJ JD and DJ J Spring.
Today's video brought to you by YourDJDrops.com, the nation's hottest DJ drops.
What's up, everyone? Happy Halloween. It's Remix Report episode 226. I'm DJ JD.
I'm DJ J Spring, and today is our annual Halloween remix recap.
Where we go through all the sites.
All the sites.
And tell you what the best Halloween songs to add to your Halloween repertoire for this year might be.
We apologize if we missed any. I mean, we go through them the best we can. We search Halloween, we go to the Halloween category, we look through new releases, but sometimes we might not get to them all. But I think we touched most of them, I hope.
It is a pretty extensive list, I think.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff to listen to.
I'd say there's probably at least 50 songs on here. So
more than that, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get it cracking. Let's start off with what are some of the themes of these Halloween remixes that we had this year?
We definitely saw a couple Ghostbusters and stuff remixes.
Yes, I think that started last year, I think. We also saw a couple of the popular segues from last year was the Drake Thriller from Over, taking those lyrics and going into Thriller, and then I saw a couple of Nicki Minaj, My Chick Bad, going into the Freddy Krueger. We saw that a little bit, not as much as last year though.
Definitely.
A lot of Thriller Redrums, of course.
There's a couple things that I personally wouldn't play that we did see a lot, which are the big Halloween intros that start with, I don't know, like
just a lot of
creepy
talking.
sounds and talking, and especially like the Thriller monologue. I don't know. I wouldn't really play any of that stuff at most of my places because you're trying to keep the energy up. I mean, if you're at a bar, a place where it's kind of chill, people aren't actually up dancing the whole time, I guess some of that stuff could probably work.
We do recognize the fact that not everyone's spinning their Halloween gigs in a bottle service club atmosphere. I mean, some of them are even more for house parties, I would say.
Yeah.
Because I mean, especially those old. Think about like Monster Mash. If you had a good redrum of that, you could get away with that in a club maybe. But some of the more obscure, older songs, you can never get away with playing those in a nice club, redrums of those. So those are more for, like you said, bars or just chill places.
You could definitely play a lot of these in haunted houses.
Yeah, they could. Yeah. I wonder, can you picture the 80-year-old dudes who own haunted houses looking on Crooklyn Clan, trying to find good remixes?
I've actually done Halloween mixes for haunted houses before.
Have you?
Yeah. So, I guess, let's start with the first set here. We're not actually going to name every single remix here. We're just going to kind of name a couple key ones that we think you should take a look at.
Beatfreakz did a lot of dope ones. We're going to have a couple of theirs in the Weekend Weapons, which will be coming up. Are we going to put the Weekend Weapons below this, or is it going to be above? Why don't you wait on posting this list, so we'll have the Weekend Weapons below this. You want to do it like that?
Okay.
Alright, so you can check for that below. One of their favorites that they've done, I think they did this maybe last year, maybe even 2 years ago, but it resurfaced on their site, the Beatfreakz.net, that's the site by the way, is the Pop Lock and Drop It over the Psycho beat. That's a good redrum for your down south set, because we don't see too many redrums for the down south. It's mostly Thriller, Ghostbusters, Monster Mash, and those are all 115 and above.
Yeah, that one's definitely hot. It's not... Pop Lock and Drop It in a song you play a lot anymore these days, but you could definitely work that in.
Now, you know what though, for when you're playing those down south sets, people play Make It Rain by Fat Joe. They play all that older stuff, so that still goes, I think. Even though I don't play Pop Rock and Drop It anymore. But, there's a few good collections available. I know Diggs put his Halloween collection, the Anthem Kings put theirs.
Yeah.
Unknown has a lot of, Mr. Black has a lot of good stuff. We're going to post his Thriller and the Weekend Weapons below as well.
Yeah, he did a couple really dope like dubstep remixes that you should definitely check out if you're planning on playing any dubstep this weekend.
Anthem Kings Devils, which is the #1 track on Crooklyn right now. He took, was it the Psycho? Is that what that is?
Was it Psycho or Halloween?
Maybe Halloween. They flipped the keys into Devils. I don't really know my Halloween scary movies that well.
Pretty dope though. Definitely clever. Very clever the way they flipped that.
On Crack for DJs, I really like the Boogie Hill Faders. They do a lot of good stuff, especially rock. I play a lot of their remixes at Scorpion Bar. They did a remix of Ghostbusters, which is dope. A lot of different
Electro feel.
So there's a lot of hype mixes of Ghostbusters out there if that's what you're looking for. But this one is they kind of reworked it a little bit, added some synths to it. Came out good.
DJ City just put out a list of all the Halloween related songs on DJ City. If you're part of that record pool,
you see that Cassette did The Shining, which is dope. You know, Cassette's been doing some crazy stuff. I
haven't heard that one yet, but that sounds like it could be dope.
Big Bad Wolf, which I think there was a lot of hype surrounding that song, and it didn't really take off. I think that song needed something extra to it, but they just released the video, which is getting a lot of people are talking about the video. So that's giving the song some new buzz. I mean, you think about how many people shared that video on Facebook, and I think that's going to bring it to the mainstream a lot. So I think people might recognize the song if you play it. I'll probably give it a spin.
Definitely for this weekend, at least, yeah.
They also quantize on DJ City. They quantize Jace Everett's Bad Things, which is the theme to True Blood. So a lot of people, I'm sure, are familiar with that song.
Yeah, there's a lot more stuff at DJ City that not necessarily Halloween remixes, but Halloween themed songs that you can add to your set as well.
I see Neo Beautiful Monster on this list. I don't know if I really consider that a Halloween
Has the word monster in it.
It does have the word monster in it.
You can turn anything into a Halloween song.
Well, we listened to all the remixes and all the sites, and we found that that's definitely true. Those are the ones we didn't talk about. There were some that just had like a little bit of talking and then just dropped a random song in there, and I don't know, we didn't really mention that. We also heard Fabian's remix from last year in a couple of songs too.
Yeah, a couple people trying to take credit for it, I think, but
which hopefully everyone should have heard his new 2012 remix by now, which we talked about on Monday, and we're also going to have it for download below in the Weekend Weapons.
Yeah, definitely work that into the set this weekend.
Yes.
Sick.
Even if there's a lot of people who are advocates of only playing the original of classic songs, which there's a lot of people that feel that way, so I can't really argue, even though I'm a big advocate of playing remixes of songs that keep the original elements intact. I'm a big fan of doing that. But if you want, you can make your own edits, maybe start with the original Thriller and go into Fabian's remix if you feel that's what's best for you at your club. Whatever works, let us know what you're going to be doing. We're very curious to hear. We always want to know what you guys are spinning.
Yeah, definitely let us know if there's any dope Halloween remixes that we missed, maybe on sites that we didn't check.
Yes.
So definitely let us know. We are interested.
Please leave a comment below, or you can email us, remixreport@gmail.com.
Happy Halloween.
Remixreport.com